Yeah, Brooke, you thought you were going to get out of it, huh? Coming in late.
No, sorry. I was honestly I was on the phone trying to get a investment thing done. So like it was like a seller of mine. So I we agreed to an amount. So yes. Now I just got to write it up. But no, I'm grateful. I'm actually in just a couple hours I'm going to leave and go get my 18-year-old from his freshman year of college. Go pick him up.
Oh, that's
Fun,
awesome.
So
That's awesome.
fun, fun, fun.
I think that's everybody.
All right, y'all. So it's Freestyle Friday. What have you all brought to the call today? What challenges, obstacles, sticking points, or ideas did you want to bounce off the group today?
No one had challenges. It was an easy week. Y'all just crushed everything.
I'm trying to engage more on social media and come up with some more ideas. I did a reel yesterday. I was holding my toddler, and that was a whole fiasco. Audra, I don't know if you saw it or not.
Great. It
I
was
was trying to
wonderful.
do, like, hey, this is real life. Like, I'm a real person. I'm not just this like fake facade. I'm putting on a show. So I had my toddler in the video, and that was a whole amount of craziness. But anyway, I got the point across. Um, so today I'm actually I'm trying to schedule. I say 2 months. It's probably going to be a month. I'm trying to schedule the next month of social media post of topics. I'm trying to go through and write out topics, but I don't want to start every video of, hey, y'all, like, hey, just jumping on. That gets old. So I'm trying to come up with more creative ideas of how to start the video, how to just jump in real quick, say what I got to say, and get out so I can, move on because, people's attention is that quick. So I just need to like say it and get out.
I have the hardest time because I was gonna be like, "Hey, it's Michelle with EXP," but you lose people in that first 2, 3 seconds. So, like, the new norm is to drop that. Just pretend they know you. Pretend everybody you're talking to knows you. Your audience is there to be in community with you. If they don't know you already, they'll go figure out who you are. So, start with your hook. So I use ChatGPT a lot to put in my context of like, this is what my post or my video is going to be about. Help me get a strong hook to draw in attention quickly. And then chat is really good at giving you ideas on that. So if you're talking about like interest rates, it's going to give you something that's going to hook them in. And it may not be like, hey, today we're talking about interest rates. In fact, it shouldn't be that. It might be like something like, are you afraid to buy a home because the rates are too high? Or something that kind of hooks them in. It's got to be an emotional pull and something that makes them go, wait, maybe I need to listen a little bit longer. So I would encourage you, once you have your topics, um, or just use even Chat GPT to get your topics. Chat will give you scripts. It'll give you everything that you need really to set that up. But make sure in that you're asking Chat to give you a good, strong hook to start off the conversation. Are you doing a lot of reels or posts? Are you going to do a combination of the two?
So I usually do stories and then turn those into reels. Just so because busy mom life, I just do the one and just post it. But I really mainly focus on not Instagram. I mainly focus on Facebook, and of course, everything I share on Facebook goes to Instagram. So I'm really just focusing on Facebook, and posts kind of get overlooked, but stories don't.
Yes.
So
It's
yeah.
different audiences. Actually, posts, reels, and stories are three different audiences.
Mhm.
You'll notice different audiences on all of those. So even if there's something you can take from your reel and make it into a post, so you have like a static picture and then like kind of similar caption too. And again,
Right.
you can use chat to change all of that and rotate. I would challenge you to do a couple posts in there too, just because it's going to change your reach a little bit. Um,
Okay.
and you're going to get that variety, which is going to help you grow your audience. But definitely, if you're doing reels, so you're going to want a verbal hook, so something that you're
Okay.
saying that hooks them in. You're going to want a text hook, so like text overlay that hooks them in. And then you're gonna want a visual hook. So a visual hook can be as simple as just movement around. Have you noticed a lot of the videos that get attraction right now? Like they're talking and then all of a sudden they're in another room. Like it'll zoom over and they're somewhere else. There's movement. There's something that's visually keeping them intact. It could be that you're standing in front of something that's real beautiful, pretty, capturing of attention. So you're going to want those three things, a text hook, a visual hook, and a verbal hook.
Okay.
And if I can share, last week, I on Mindset Monday, or was it was it this Monday? My days are confused. We had the conversation around, you think people are thinking about you more than they think they are, right? So I had a quote in mind that I wanted to talk about. So I went to ChatGPT and I said, and this is so like oftentimes I think we get stuck even wondering like what are we going to say to ChatGPT. So I asked ChatGPT. I said, "Hey ChatGPT, I've got this quote, and I want to make a reel and some social media posts around this quote. Help me come up with some scroll stopping hooks, hashtags for engage, like hashtags for reach, and some content for the caption." And ChatGPT literally gave me like 3 or 4 options for the hooks, and it asks, do you want them to be more in your face? Do you want them to be funnier? Do you want it like this or that? And then like literally you can adjust it on the fly. And I'm like, no, I love number 2. And then it asks, do you want to create ideas for a carousel for static images? And I said, yes. And then it said image 1, image 2, image 3. And it literally gave me the text, what should be italicized, what needs to be underlined, the copy that goes into the caption, and then the hashtags on that post. Ask me, do you want to create an email blast for your newsletter that'll draw people to your, I'm like, it just kept going. And so if you've got one idea, one quote, one whatever, and it can be completely unformed. So like your list of 30 things that you want to talk about this month, cool. Just go to chat and say, all right, today I want to talk about being a mom business owner. And the one main thing I want to touch on is blank. Give me some scroll stopping hooks, some captions that'll create context, and then some hashtags that'll expand my reach. And it'll just literally go. And it'll say, do you want us to give you the script for the video itself? That'll be 22 seconds long if you read it verbatim. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And so like that, like, and if you want to see that in action, go back to my Facebook from earlier this week and you'll see, so I created the reel, then the reel turned into a story, and then the reel turned into a carousel. Like that one post turned into 4 pieces of content for the whole week. And I don't even know what I'm doing. So there. But I'm just going to do it, right? And so now that I did it once, I'm like, oh, okay, next time I'm going to probably ask it to do this. So here's the thing, like at the end of this month, if you just do that, you're going to write a class on using ChatGPT to create content every month. You'll be that good.
And then once you're done and you've talked to chat and you've got all the prompts in there, then ask them to build you a custom chat that you can reuse, and then you can save it on the left side so that you don't have to repeat this whole exercise next month.
How do you save it on the left side?
It'll save it. It'll pin it on the left for you. So if you set up a custom GPT, and then you can pin it to the left side of your board. Megan,
See, now Michelle's just flexing.
I did go to the gym today. Sorry. Megan, have you customized your chat GPT, like personalized it to you?
No, I didn't even know that you could do that.
Okay. So when you go into chat GPT, you're going to click on your picture and you're going to customize your GPT, and you're going to tell it about you and the tone of voice you want it to use and what you do. Like if you're essentially setting it up so that you can train it without it having to see all of your prompts to be trained. So
Okay.
everything about you, that you're a mom, what you like to do in your personal life, how you run your business, like specifics on what you are, like what you do, who you are personally and professionally, what your goals are, all of that. And then that's going to train it so your posts are going to sound a lot more like you as well. And they're going to have the context in it that's going to help kind of personalize your posts and also pull out like that, those personal things. So they'll give you some ideas that aren't necessarily businessy too.
Okay.
What else we got? Audra, do you have anything? You're like the queen of, you do well with Instagram. You have anything else to add to that?
Instagram's my favorite. But no, literally everything that y'all have said. Taking ChatGPT or taking any idea and turning it into multiple posts across the different methods that Meta uses, they're going to increase. Meta wants you to use all the different things, right? So if you're just doing static posts, your engagement is limited. If you're just doing reels, like Michelle said, these are all different audiences. But the more you use all the different methods, static posts, carousels, reels, stories, live, Meta is going to push your content more. Um, and you can reuse the things. Like I love that Matt used that example of taking this one reel and turning it into all the different posts because you can use those in all the different areas because it's all different audiences and it works. It's beautiful. And then instead of coming up with 30 different things that you have to talk about, you come up with 5 different things that you have to talk about and you use it in all these different methods. And so you're not having to do as much. So there's also something if you are using Instagram. Oh, I mean, you can use it on Facebook too, but Instagram released a new video editing app called Edits, similar to, it's supposed to be in competition like with CapCut, right? It's fantastic. I don't know what it is about CapCut that overwhelms my brain. I mean, I've asked Michelle before, like, teach me how to do this. And she sends me all these things and it's all whipped up and it takes her like 14 seconds. And I'm like, no, it breaks my brain. Edits for some reason is super simple to me. The interface is really simple. It's not overwhelming. There's already a million. I mean, it's only been out for a couple weeks, but there's a ton of tips and tricks on Instagram. You can search for Instagram edits, templates, tips and tricks to create reels, all of these things on Instagram. And there are millions of creators that are making videos like, hey, here's how to create this beautiful reel. Go to edits, tap here, do this, like walking through step by step. But edits, Instagram also came out and said that if you are using edits and then posting from edits to Instagram, that they will actually give you better video quality going from that. And they're going to, because you're staying inside that meta world, they're going to increase your reach just because you're using that app. So if you're making reels, if you're doing those things and you want to grow your reach, stop using CapCut. Sorry, Michelle. Use edits. And now, Michelle, I think you've got stuff built up enough that your reach is going to be good. But if that's something that you want to keep growing in, you stay in the meta world and use all the tools, all the different tools that they have. Even when it comes to like scheduling posts, scheduling as a whole can decrease your reach, but if you're using the Facebook scheduler, the things inside the meta world to do that, it doesn't decrease as much as if you were using an outside service like Hootsuite or something else. They want to keep it all in the world, but getting that better video quality and instantly saying, hey, we're going to push your content more if you use this app, use that.
Yeah. And you could play around too, Megan. Meta has a new AI app out too. I have not played with it a ton, but one would think in theory, if you use the Meta AI app to help you develop your posts, that Meta is going to give you better information on what's going to be more engaging than chat. I don't know that for sure. That's an assumption, but you might play around with that too.
Okay.
And I bet also
Megan.
watch how much you're using it. So they're like, oh, she's in here using our stuff. We're going to increase her engagement, even if it's just on the AI, on the chat app. Like they're watching. Weird, creepy, but true.
Megan, I was gonna say, don't go follow me because I'm really bad at doing what I'm supposed to do. But And oh, and I'll add happy birthday, Michelle, while I'm here talking. But I was like, I went to a class not that long ago, and the girl was talking about, like not saying like, oh, hi, I'm Megan kind of thing, like, or, hey, like happy Sunday, whatever you want to say. Like she said, just totally skip that and go straight in. Like Michelle was even saying, where it's like ask a question or make a statement right off the bat, and like why, like 3 reasons why your house is not selling fast, or reasons why like your Z estimate or Zestimate or whatever it's called is not accurate, or 3 ways to win an offer without going like over asking, different things like that. She said make the video really short, and like adding the text like Michelle was saying in it, but then make the caption a lot longer and explain more and have it like link to things. And she said if you link your videos like to other stuff, like Audra was saying, it like pushes up your stuff on like Meta, because if you're connecting things and people have to like click stuff to do more engagement, it like pushes your content out more. And the girl was like showing how when she showed some data, I don't know how she actually got it, but she was showing like her engagement before she started like linking stuff, and then what her engagement was afterwards. And it was like I was like 9,000% higher after she started linking things. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was like ridiculous high after she started putting links in her like comments.
Right. Okay.
Um,
Thank you.
And she said keep the videos. I don't know about this or not, but she said keep the videos under 30 seconds if you can, because if after 30 seconds you've lost most people.
Right.
But I've seen some people put stuff out there about saying that they've tried to make their videos get longer and longer. Like there's even like this guy that I followed on YouTube, and he was talking about trying to get his videos over 10 minutes. And these are like real estate videos. I'm like, who wants to watch a real estate video for 10 minutes? I'm like,
I
just show me
don't.
the kitchen and the bathrooms. I'm done.
Right.
Has anybody noticed, I just pulled up some notes that I got from yesterday, but has anybody had any posts lately getting removed? If it's an open house post, not like a paid ad, but just a normal open house post, or just listed, just sold, any of those getting removed? Have y'all seen that happening?
I saw
Yes.
someone yesterday on Facebook that they had used the link Flex, the
Mhm.
Flex MLS link in their post, and they removed the post.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I got a little bit more information on what is happening with all this. So before whatever new update Facebook Meta is doing, um, if you did a paid ad, you had to check a box that said it was for housing, just to comply with fair housing rules. Well, now there's a Facebook Fair Housing AI that is scanning every post, not just paid ads. So if your normal post looks like housing solicitation, like, hey, here's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, click here for the price or something like that. Click on this link for more details. The system expects it, like the AI system expects it to be fair housing compliant. So it's going to scan it, but there's not a fair housing box for regular posts. So it's kind of like a weird in between. They're going to scan it. They're going to say, oh, this isn't compliant, and they're going to remove the post. So some tips I know this is kind of off topic from what you were saying, Megan, but something I thought was really important. Some tips for keeping your posts alive, keeping them from being removed. Adding a sentence or two of story style context before the house details. So talking maybe about the neighborhood, maybe about how you found this. I don't know. So just a few sentences before, not just jumping right into the details of the house. It says use fresh photos or a quick reel first, and then drop the link in the comments. So the AI thing isn't scanning the comments, it's scanning the post. So if you have a link like that Flex link or your MLS link, don't put it in the post, put it in the comments. Swap MLS links for a unique short link. You can go to any kind of link shortener, Bitly or whatever, and put that in there. That's helping. You can appeal if a post is removed. You can go inside your page to account quality to request review. But just in general, Facebook is also relying more on AI to keep things compliant. And so there are things that's a little overzealous about. So even if it's not a paid ad, things have really, I've seen over the past week or two, a lot of people talking about those posts getting removed. And they're like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just an open house post. People are going too much into the details. Do talk story instead before you talk details of the house, and put the links in the comments instead of the actual post. So that should help prevent any of that. Help, not 100%, but it will help. So it is 9:30. That went fast, real fast this morning. So does everyone want to sing to Michelle one more time?
No, but you know what would be the best birthday gift, Megan? Tag us in one of your posts so we can see how you're doing. Let us check out what you got going, and let us know when you get your whole 30-day content planned out. Because if you get that all planned out ahead of time, I think you're probably ahead of any of us on this call.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yes. Well, oh, everyone, also it's Friday. Check in, go into the Leverage Agent group and make sure you post your trackers for the week for our 4-week challenge. I think that's all I got. Anything, Michelle?
That's it. We'll
All
see
right.
you guys Monday. Have a good weekend,
Bye.
guys.